Hello, and welcome to another video that makes you question your life choices. We resume our journey to win the World Series as the Baltimore Orioles as we pick up after the 2020 season. First thing, personnel. As always, here are the before and after hires. Leave a comment. Do you even care about this, or can I leave this out of future videos? We have arbitration eligible players, and as always, here are the notable extensions. Andrew Heaney signs on to a 2-year deal worth $11 million. I'm really counting on him to bolster the pitching. I give Daniel Murphy a qualifying offer, which he rejects. Trevor Williams and Heath Hembry are refusing to negotiate, so you know what time it is. I make a trade with the Braves, sending the aforementioned Trevor Williams and Heath Hembry, as well as a minor leaguer for Yasmani Grandal, retaining 10%, and a minor leaguer. Catching is no longer a problem. Next trade is with the Blue Jays, sending Dom Nunez, Chance Sisco, Raisel Iglesias, Rio Ruiz, and a minor leaguer for Carlos Rodon, and 4 minor leaguers, including Kevin Smith.
I'd be like the Bull Durham of blowjobs.
I make another trade with the Braves, sending Zach Davies, Cody Carroll, and a minor leaguer for Will Harris, retaining 20%. I add Ryan McKenna, Kevin Smith, and Ian Anderson to the 40-man roster while DFAing Pedro Arrudo and Steve Wilkerson. Finally, Tyler Clippard and Josh Reddick are let go. We reached the free agency period, and here are some of the available talent we have to choose from. Really gonna try to be competitive this year. I signed Zach Wheeler to a 2-year, $12 million contract, taking a gamble here since he does have a tendency to regress in later years. Dan Jennings signs on with a 1-year, $1.25 million deal. Alex Colomb gets kind of a lowball offer at 1 year, roughly $4 million. I tried signing 2 other players, including Juan Corredo, who refused my 1-year, $2.7 million offer, and Andrew Chaffin, who I offered $7.5 million over 2 years. I make a trade with the White Sox, sending Brett Cumberland, Zach Brown, and a minor leaguer for Grayson Janista and 3 minor leaguers. To end the offseason, I make one more trade, this time with the Yankees, sending Dylan Tate, Jordan Alvarez, and a minor leaguer for Kyle Holder and a minor leaguer. We enter spring training, and Will Harris is out for 4 months, while Aaron Sanchez is out for 8 weeks. After all the injuries last season, I got really fucking pissed at my trainer and fired him.
You're fired. Get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do that one. We reach April, and after the usual demotions, here are the pitching assignments and lineup I'm left with. As always, I play the opening day game, and this is the lineup I used. Tough day at the ballpark. Despite the Orioles keeping the Yanks to only 2 runs, they couldn't finish the rally at the end and lose the game 2-1. The pitching did very well, however, and that is definitely the silver lining here. And the purpose as well. We want to try to utilize our pitching as best we can to start out the season. And Zach Wheeler is suspended. Seriously, the season just started. We enter May with a 13-12 record, a .520 win percentage, second in the division. A little surprised to say the least, but can't argue with results. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I send down Hunter Harvey and Bruce Zimmerman, and call up Reed Humphreys and Justin Lawrence. I make a trade with the Royals, sending Grayson Janista, Seth Beer, and Zach Wheeler for Pablo Reyes, Takayuki Murakami, Marwin Gonzalez, and 2 minor leaguers. To make this trade work, I DFA Alex Cobb and call up Tyler Myrick. These are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. Aaron Sanchez is no longer injured and is sent on a rehab assignment. We enter June with a 20-32 record, a .385 win percentage, last in the division. Some of these trades may have fucked us up.
Oops.
Still, it's just one bad month, maybe we'll do okay. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I demote Tyler Myrick and Pablo Reyes while calling up Aaron Sanchez and Ryan McKenna. These are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. Draft time, and I stuck mostly to players that were 21 or older. I also had a $6 million offer be rejected. I make a trade with the Twins, sending Tyler Myrick and a minor leaguer for Taylor Rogers in cash. To make this trade work, I send down Zach Pop. These are my new pitching assignments. And now I'm being asked to donate to charity. I honestly don't know what the benefit of this is, but I do it regardless. Tell me in the comments if you know. Aaron Sanchez is fucking hurt again, but at least this time it's only 2 weeks. I call up Chase Anderson in his place. These are my new pitching assignments. I make a trade with the Angels, sending John Olczak, Justin Lawrence, and Bruce Zimmerman for Jake Odorizzi, retaining 50%, and Josh Martin. These are my new pitching assignments. Will Harris is no longer injured and is sent to rehab. We enter July with a 36-43 record, a .456 win percentage, 4th in the division. Better, but still not good. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I demote Ryan McKenna and call up Scott Heineman in his place. This is my new lineup. Mid-season goals time, and the owner is indifferent with my performance. Must still be traumatized from losing his father. I haven't seen him in the office.
Nobody's seen you in days.
Hey, Peter. I've just been, checking out some of that internet porn.
Aaron Sanchez is ready to return from rehab, and I DFA Chase Anderson to make room. These are my new pitching assignments. I make a trade with the Nationals, sending Rylan Bannon and a minor leaguer for Nick Markakis. In order to make this trade work, I send down Corey Ray. This is my new lineup. Will Harris is ready to return from rehab, and I demote Reed Humphreys to make room. These are my new pitching assignments. I make a trade with the Royals, sending Aaron Sanchez and Nick Markakis for Danny Duffy and Tyler Mark. I also call up Corey Ray. These are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. We enter August with a 52-53 record, a .495 win percentage, 4th in a division. Oddly, we are within striking distance of a playoff spot. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I make no roster moves at this time. Since we're doing so well, I go ahead and play the game after the trade deadline, and this is the lineup I used. We started off pretty well with this Corey Ray leadoff home run, which I had hoped would set the tone for the game, but alas we lose to the Blue Jays 4-6, and I'm brought back down to earth regarding the reality of this team. Kevin Smith is out for 2 to 3 weeks. I call up Yeltsin Gudino in his place. This is my new lineup. The last day of the month, Kevin Smith is no longer injured. I send him on a rehab assignment for a day. We enter September with the winning record at 69-63, a .523 win percentage, 4th in the division. Seriously, we could in theory make the playoffs. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I call up Kevin Smith and anyone else I think will help. These are my pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. And that's it. That's the season. We end the 2021 season with an 89-74 record, a .546 win percentage, 2nd in the division, and have secured a wild card seed. I honestly don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
These are my pitching stats to end the season, as well as my batting stats. I have to assemble my playoff roster, and this is what I have chosen for my pitching assignments as well as my lineup. We must play the Tampa Bay Rays in the wild card game, and this is the lineup I used. All of the offense from our side came off of home runs, including this 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th inning by Ryan Mountcastle, which turned out to be the game winner. We take the wild card game against the Rays 4-2, moving on to the NLDS. Seriously, this is unbelievable. We sim through and actually sweep the Indians, who won 113 games during the regular season. We moved to the NLCS and managed to beat out the Blue Jays in 6 games to secure a World Series berth. The Orioles, which had the entire team torn down just 2 seasons prior, is in the World fucking Series.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
We did lose Kevin Smith for the World Series, and I replace him with Yeltsin Gudino. This is my new lineup for the World Series, where we'll be playing the Dodgers. Okay, well, I guess let's see.
There it goes. 10,000 in the middle, 10,000 in the middle. You got it!
Oh my God!
Orioles. To be honest, I'm a mix of shocked, thrilled, and upset. I had no idea we would even sniff the playoffs despite my best efforts. Absolutely happy that we won, but upset that because the Cinderella story has basically ruined the series, it's now over and I have to come up with a new video idea. But there you go. It is apparently possible to win a World Series by 2021 if you play as the Baltimore Orioles. So until next time, I don't know, why do I gotta do all the work around here? You come up with your own outro.